Alright, hi everyone, Davis here, and today, as always, we are going to continue drawing. So plan for today is to close off this entire sketch, so clothing, fingers, basically like just close off everything, prepare it for line art and flats, right? So that's the goal for today. Meanwhile, while I'm going to, before I even start, I'm going to, finish things off. Let's we continue drawing my entry for CSP competition. Yeah, so basically now I really like that. So I see that, for example, hands are too big. That's something that I'll have to figure out. Is there anything else? I don't know. Yeah. That's the thing. That is indeed the thing. So, some of this here. Yeah. So tomorrow, I don't know how tomorrow is going to look like. That's something I really have to do. I really have to figure this out because there are a couple possibilities, couple things that I can do. So yeah. That's the, in general, that's the whole idea behind everything. All right, so we got that. Got this. I've got the references pulled up. Yeah, okay. No background music, by the way. There's a reason for that. I've noticed that recently Chill Hop yet again is having issues with their newest album, and I'm suffering because of that. And I've noticed already that I do suffer from a shadow ban from YouTube. So for now, no music, no background music, just so you know. Still thinking about stuff, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so hands now are much better fitting. Like you can compare my face to the face, right? If I like do it like that, it's like somewhere around like bridge of my nose, right? Maybe like from the like chin to the nose, it's like the top knuckle, the top portion, right? It would be like hitting like tip of the nose. So I've resized everything to fit that. We've got okay, so we've got this and all right. Hairstyle. I don't have a hairstyle. Now the question is, what do you want to do with her hairstyle? That's something that I didn't really. I haven't took for the account, to be fair. Hairstyle. I would be thinking that it would be normal to have like just very typical anime hairstyle, but I want something new, something fitting, right, to the whole concept. because yes, hairstyle does make a huge difference in how the character is being portrayed. And considering that, like, it's supposed to be the moon, right? So like, moon related hairstyles. I don't know. There's literally a haircut called Full Moon. Oh, like, oh wait, is it? Yeah, I think it's like Sailor Moon hairstyle, basically. I don't know it would fit because she's going to have a veil. I was thinking about like messy hair. Okay, this one fits well. Okay, so like this hairstyle, like longer one with like too long, like, you know, too long ponytails kind of view, but not like the without the ears, right? Because again, they're like looking up for how's it called? We're looking up for like something realistic, right? That's the goal basically. So yeah, I'm going to add that here. I need to add to the app possibility to trim the photos if it's necessary. That would probably work well. Again, like I'm doing this app slowly right now because I'm also like trying to gather up my own like feedback, you know what I mean? But that would definitely work out well, I think, you know, in that general like vicinity of what we really need for that. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kind of like this. I'm going to, of course, make some changes to the hairstyle, right? Like I don't want to keep it like one-to-one. Yeah. Hi Nate, got over here. How's it going? Yo man, would you subscribe to me and comment on its latest short so I can subscribe you from my other account? No. Sorry man, I don't do things like that. Like people who subscribe are people who want to watch my channel, so if you want to like watch my channel, it's like your free will to subscribe to me without any conditions towards that, you know. I understand, you know, it's like hard to make it, you know, on YouTube. It's just, you know, quite rough in general, but yeah. Also, like asking people, I'm mostly online in my account and on this. That's why. I mean, you can just write my ad, you know, at Devis Moriarty on YouTube, and you're going to find it. Or well, to be fair, I don't see how is it like standing on your in your way to like stay on my channel and shift your accounts on YouTube, because it's not like you're resetting yourself to like any other view. You stay still on the same page. It's just your account being reloaded. So like on most, your page will refresh to make your like change the account in. So like you can just do that. There's like no need for me to like subscribe or leave any kind of comment. You know, it's just like simple thing. So yeah. Okay, man. Bye. Alrighty, neat. Thank you. Bye bye. I believe you'll manage. I think I'm not going to like get her ears, exposed or anything like that, or like visible from underneath the hairs. I think it would be possible. Like at that point, it would like the hairs would be like very, how do you say it? Like very thick around this certain area, right? Okay. So. Well, to be fair, things are going somewhere. That's for sure. I've updated some stuff. Um, I ended up not really working on the commission. I really need to start working on it today and send the client an update. It's like very important thing to do. You know, I mean, the client knows that it's going to take a while. Just I need to show them some kind of update on everything. And well, in general, it's good if I would like finish it off, because like I don't really do much now. Like I don't have the work, so why not working on the commissions whenever I am getting them? So I would have the income from them. When I was working, I had to like choose between what to do, after work. So quite often it was ending up on like streaming, resting, yeah. Okay, that seems to work. That does seem to work. I really like that hairstyle. Okay. And like this is going to go like this. Mm, yeah. And I think there's a similar one, but like behind her other shoulder. I think I'm going to just like keep it like this. So in general, I think we're like doing basically very similar hairstyle anyway. And there are just couple small differences, and that's what matters. Damn. Okay. I have that. Okay. There. I am really trying to get, you know, all up in, because those are like this is like really cool hairstyle. It's very like, it's very fitting, because like I can make those like, you know, I can give her like all of like hairpins, right? I was thinking also of making like interior, like inside of her hairs to be like kind of reflective. So like outside she's going to have like I guess like blonde hair, and inside she's going to have like silver hair, you know, kind of to also symbolize like or like black hair even, you know, kind of to symbolize how moon works, right? Because it reflects sun usually only from one side, because like we won't really see much. Yeah, that's the thing. And I, you know, let's do it like this. We have a break here. God damn it. It started to be hot outside, and like the sun sets later nowadays. And like kids outside are like screaming. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Oh my. This one seems to look good. Hi Imperial, good to have you here. How are you? Hoping how's good? How have you been? I think this might be the first answer, so hope we find a comfy corner here. How are you? Okay, so we've got the hairstyle. That's cool. That's cool. And as we've got the hairstyle, we can start also, you know, start chipping away on rest of the sketch. Like I want to make some things thinner. I want to make some things thicker. I guess, you know. But I guess we are going to work on that later when we will finally like get a better hold of everything. Hmm. Okay, so we're going to see her hand like that. Okay. And here the thumb is going to be on this side, so we're going to keep things like that. Yeah. Okay. It does work fine. Mm-hmm. We're going to make that's a question. Where should I think like somewhere around here. So we're going to make everything like wrap around this general section like that. Uh yep, like this. Let's cut that short like this. Now we're going to have the band. Tell me, folks, how are you doing so far? I'm not sure if your days are ending or just beginning. Just in general, how things have been for you. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got the pants somehow. uh, yeah. Also, sorry for the sniffles. Like I don't know why. Usually around, like literally around that time, and for some reason, I'm starting to have like weird, like sniffles and stuff. That's definitely very bizarre. Okay, let's do it like this. Yep. Those seem to be like very close to her skin, basically. So maybe I could add like some dentation, like this. Hi Moto, good to have you here. How are you hoping has gone? How have you been? How are we doing? Um, yeah. Okay. So we have that. Now we are going to have this, like a cut in here, and like this, right? Because she's going to have a button-up shirt that's going to be like this. And of course, like different materials, different rules for them. And most importantly, different sizes. So that's where we are going in. Okay. And we have hmm. Yeah. And kind of this kind of like a bow tie. Okay. So maybe it wasn't really that eventful. I wasn't really doing much. I was still kind of resting. Usually I need like about 2 to 3 days of like rest in cases like this. That's why usually, at the end of the weekend I'm like very productive. I can stream longer and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like the Monday comes in and I'm like all out of energy. That's exactly the reason. I don't know. I've closed off the bank account, and I've even had a phone call regarding that from the bank. Like, you know, in confirmation that after 30 days, I think within 30 days, it's both accounts actually are going to close off because I've got the savings account and I've got the normal account. So that's that. Let's make some buttons. She thick. Yeah, she is. But again, like I'm doing a lot of stuff related to like fan service because you know, I want more attention from people. That's like very typical thing. I've noticed that a lot of winning contestants had this thing: long leg and small head. Legs are good, I think. And we've got the bot. Okay, let's ban the bot. Thank you. Okay. To be fair, I think it might look like this because the feet are still way too large. But her head's supposed to be good. Her head's supposed to be good. Um, Head is small. Yeah, compared to everything it is. Okay. And I did expanded this head a couple times. Too big. Now it's a good size. Okay. Dancing Dino. Let's go. Yeah, but now her feet are too small. At least this one. Yeah, now it's good size, and now this one needs to be just ever so slightly bigger. There you go. Got it. Okay. So we've got the shirt, we've got the thingies, and we need now the shoes. Okay. Oh my. Actually, I've played a little bit today. I've had a second stream earlier today. Sniffles, yeah, I don't know why. Like, it's yet again like around like 7 p.m. and like I'm starting to have sniffles. And like I don't understand what's going on and why is it even happening. It's just so bizarre. Like the entire day I didn't have any, like I wasn't congested. The entire day. 7 p.m. hits, I'm congested. I can't breathe through my nose. That's it. I think it might be like genuinely because of my AC. What is your shirt? Oh, it's like Rick and Morty shirt I've got some time ago. Oh, nice. E. But I mean, it's good, but it's just slightly tighter. It's like very fitting to the body. I don't like shirts like that. I really need shirts that are like, you know, loose. I don't like when clothing is very tight to my body. That's why I also don't like wearing several layers of clothing on myself. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. I need to change clothes. Oh my. Yeah, like couple new t-shirts would be good. Oh my. Of course, JK. I grabbed just anything, from my closet. Anything that was nearby in my closet. That's it. I do feel like it's maybe congested is because of the AC, but my AC has been running this whole day. It's not like I was turning it off. So I don't know if I should actually be congested because of that. But whatever. Mm. Oh yeah, I really had an urge to play some Lego game. I didn't want it to like wait. For finishing, so I started playing the new Lego Batman. We're going to play some older Lego games first. So I'm going to I'll manage to forget the game. And we'll just start again. To be fair, Muto, we haven't really played anything in a while. We'll play some Overcooked today. I was thinking about that. Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, the flashbacks. Did you finish commission? No, I didn't. I need like a break. Yeah, I need to like make the commission, but we'll play a little bit and then I'll be like hitting the commission while we'll be watching something. All right, yeah. I am planning to stay longer today too, so we'll see actually how long I'll stay, because I really want to also make some other stuff. Like I really need this how's it called? I really need the scenarios. So I'm going to work on the commission, make as many sketches as possible, then work a little bit on the thing. I'm planning to fall asleep around 2 a.m., maybe 3 a.m., something around that. I want to like get myself in again into that state where I'm going to sleep for 4 hours. So yeah. But sleep is for the weak. I don't need much. It's good. I mean, yeah, but like I don't need much. I slept 5 hours today and I feel really rejuvenated. Like when I was sleeping for like 8, 7 hours, I felt bad. And I really couldn't like get myself to do anything. I've slept today for 5 hours and I'm actually full of energy. I feel that I could probably do a bunch of other stuff too today if I wouldn't be in my procrastinating mode. I'm giving myself some time to rest. But I really need to work on my commission and and then on my YouTube artworks, because the YouTube artworks are going to be really connected with my portfolio, so I'll be able to make my not only to finish my game but also to have something to show off. Why hanging? Because you need sleep. I mean, yeah, but like again, like I don't feel good if I sleep for 8 hours. I actually feel bad. I feel like I've slept like 12. You know? Like, you know how you wake up really groggy and like your head hurts and stuff? I literally have that when I sleep for 8 hours. And I've tried. I really tried. And like, literally when I was working in my company before my previous company, right? So like, before I was working at the job that I lost like yesterday or day before yesterday. Basically I've been sleeping for 4 hours, and that was probably like the most active time I've had. Then like I've got like sickness, I've had a cold, and I was like, yeah, okay, they want me to like sleep longer or like sleep or like take a nap, and like I've broke that, and ever since I was struggling with that, and I'm genuinely just having struggles with like, you know, feeling well after waking up. Of course, there are days where like 4 hours is not enough. Then I'm like just coming back to sleep. But like in general, yeah, that's that. Bad. What do you mean bad? Hmm. I think the last thing is going to be the veil, actually. But we'll see how I'm going to feel. Because again, like I woke up at 7 because I had to do that bank stuff. I still want to wake up tomorrow at 7. And my goal is to stay until 2 a.m. The question is how much my body is going to allow me to stay, you know? Because let's remember that your body can just shut down. Sleep is important, you know, what I'm going to sleep right now. No, no. You just woke up. Like, come on. What, I've been awake? Your plushie comes in today? Wait, does it? Hey, let's go. Wait a minute, what plushie? Yeah, the one my sister bought you. Oh, I see. What is that plushie? Honestly, I don't know. I see. Damn. Fish. Okay. Then we did secure the sketch. We know exactly what's needed. Unless I'm missing something. I'm just going to... let's work out some of those. Hell yeah. Damn. Try lifting your head up. And open your throat. And like try to like flex muscles on your on your stomach. Hi Candy, got to here. How are you? Hope it has good. Hi, haven't seen in a while. How have you been? I'm so sorry if you've been waiting for being welcomed properly. Damn. No worries. So yeah, we've actually got a really nice thing here. I think like we could also add like a something like this. And like a hairpin. Yep. So Rare Candy, how have you been? It's been really a while since I seen you in the chat. Hope everything's going well. That you're using your vacations as well as possible. You know, your heart contents. Okay. Yeah. And now, like, I really want to boost things a little. You know what I mean? Let me grab a thing here, a reference, because I want to check one thing. It's about the background. I need like extent of the background basically. I'm on YouTube now. Okay. Did something happen that you're on YouTube, or did you just change because, you know, more people chatting on YouTube? I changed because because also that chair is really tall. I wanted to say hair. But yeah, it is. It is pretty tall. It's like a bar thing, or even like a table, actually, like a small table, rather than a chair. And let's get rid of these. Let's make her bigger, because like she's going to be the kind of the center of the focus, right? And we're going to have a square like this. In the middle of it, we're going to have a circle. And actually, it needs to be still ever so slightly different, because this is going to go like this. So there's going to be like a area here, and that's where our circle is going to be. And now we are making it here just to show that those elements are like sinking in, right? Okay. Some cables here and there, you know what I'm saying? Just to get some more details. Okay, and let's make that slightly tilted. Actually, that just needs to be lower. And Shift T. Like pull like this, I guess. No. uh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's just make it like this. You know, those new um new lamps, I guess. Hi Skylar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it has going. Hi. Mm-hmm. I think I should be making those lines like, you know, thinner, but I don't know. I don't know how to make them even thinner. So I think like making it like very far away like this, you know, and like hanging, that might work. Okay, maybe let's figure out things a bit differently. So basically she's supposed to stand on a backdrop, right? So there should be like a cutoff around like here. Hmm. I don't really know how else I can, you know, figure things out here. Like in general, like, you know, what other elements into the thing I can give. Yeah, let's make that slightly smaller. What else do you want to add to her? Because to be fair, we've already got like a lot. I want everything to be like dark, basically. Also to fit that, you know, like moon and stars kind of vibe. It's like everything's going to be like really dark. And she's going to have like her own like light hitting on top of her, right? Mm, yeah, there's going to be like a lot of things they'll have to figure out. Um, but first and most importantly, what to do for the backdrop, like background. Like she's supposed to be a model, right? But she's like modeling for like a photo, and the entire background is like dark. I'd assume that she would like stand on a backdrop, right? So on those like white areas, but that would only like show off with like the genuine like butt here, right? With like the shadow that you usually have. So the main problem is literally just the fact that I have no idea like what to add to her right now. Because if I would, I would probably just add it right now. And there's nothing else that would fit. Like for example, Reno Tuna is like adding a lot of things connected with that, but like what else is connected with Moon and Stars? You know what I mean? Like the only thing that would work would be probably like adding like hanging light or something like this to her theme. I don't know. Something that would work with the composition. Okay, you know what? Let's make like a line here. Okay. Maybe a different line. Okay. Then like I assume that we can like cut things here and here and make that like line here that's going to like visually show that, you know, or maybe like something like that that's going to like visually show that she's like standing on some kind of a backdrop basically. But it's not going to make sense. Again, moon and stars, realistic one, a model, right? I have to keep that all of those elements in mind. What is associated with models? They're like posing, nothing. They're supposed to like pose for something. So she's posing for the moon and stars thing. So like, what do you add there? Like hanging models of planets, maybe, or like an Earth, like hanging here. Kind of like this. Okay. Kind of like that. Higher, lower that Earth should be. Maybe higher, slightly. I don't know. Let's make her like, you know, let's give her some shine from like a last, like a laying down lamp here. Right? Because it's going to like, no, it doesn't work. Like the Earth, it's okay. Like I need something laying down here. Like a custom does. Let's circle back to Rinotional's moon character. So they've like see, so Reno Tuna did like constellations and stuff to to the characters, the character. Um, and that's it. Okay. Something like this. And there's going to be basically like a veil, like an additional veil, like hanging somewhere here, right? That's going to have like shiny star-like thing, maybe. Those are going to be like those, we call it cold fire. It's going to be that rod like that's going to like that sparkles like stars. And I think we could add like one or two here too. Okay, something along those lines maybe. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's like my internet or just genuinely chat stopped like writing. Like, go on, tell me about your days. What are you looking up to? Did you drew? Are you like planning doing something? Played some new games? How was school? Like, feel free to talk with me. We can talk about many random topics. It's not like we have to like stick to what I'm doing right now. Or sometimes I'm thinking that's genuinely YouTube messing things up and not showing like simplest messages. Okay. Mm, Okay, now let's make this some kind of like elliptic shape, because we're going to make a trick. I want an ellipse from here to here. Now we're going to reverse the selection, and I think to mark things like this. Okay. And I'm going to now also make that marking that I've mentioned previously. Okay. So basically we're just going to operate here. She's going to like, get out of the thing. Okay. And wait, let's make that smaller by 10 pixels. Delete that. Okay. Perfect. So we are just now kind of going to really understand how things are going to go and why, and so on. To be fair, I was just wondering recently, don't you feel that it's odd that kids don't have imaginary friends nowadays? Like they just don't. They used to have a ton of those back in the days. Okay. I have to say I've had fun today playing my own Battle Network. It was like, one of those things that rather cool, if I can say so myself. that new Lego Batman is like really damn good. It does remind me a lot of Arkham series. And I kid you not, like I've played like Batman Arkham series, like Arkham Asylum or Arkham City or all other stuff like that. I have to say, like that was something. That was genuinely something. I really love those games. And that Marvel Spider-Man also have the same vibe. That's why I really like that game series too. And I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to like pull off more. And I feel like we could have more Batman games, like more open world Batman game, where you can also travel to like other cities and you have like, you know, the actual Justice League satellite, and like maybe like some other similarities, you know, like some other like missions, etc. I really like a game like this, to be fair. I do really like a game like this. Something that's going to have like some better pizzazz than anything else. You know, because at this point we've seen a lot. We did seen a lot. Let's be real. So yeah. Yeah. But some of these, you know what I mean? No, let's make it like 7 pixels. Let's add that. And we're going to make like this some kind of like a charm, basically, type of stuff. Okay, and we're going to go with the star, like this. In theory, I could also make maybe like a witch. I mean, like you know, like the today's age, like this age witch. You know what I mean? Like the kind of like witch that's like reading tarot for you. And stuff. Okay. That works. Works. Okay. So we do have a finished sketch. We do have a finished sketch in general. I just think we need to like move it a little bit here and there. Yeah, that works. That works. That's cool. That's genuinely cool. Yeah. So in general, we do have like the entire like, you know, the entirety of this sketched out. Now we'll need to like do some like corrections, basic like very simple changes to the thing. Yeah. that'll be that, you know. So basically we'll be like, you know, just genuinely trying to pull off everything else, and like add deeper details, you know, do some painting or painting basically. We're going to like, you know, just keep on adding things to make sure everything's going to work. I need to like incubate this, and tomorrow probably what we're going to do, we'll see actually how tomorrow's going to look like, because I'm planning on making longer stream from drawing early in the morning. I'm going to like, well, not like early in the morning because I still will need to like wake up, drink some coffee, probably prepare a second one, but in general concept, right? So I really want to like look into that. I really want to you know, do some quick changes that will make more sense, and you know, just we'll see where that's going to go. I have to like make some, you know, basic line art. I'll have to then make the flats, and we're going to make the painting, right? Shading. I feel like shading is going to take a really long time because, you know, of how everything's going to be. But you can see that things are still quite crooked. But I'm capable to notice them a bit easier now as I'm on slight elevation. But when I'm looking down, I see a tablet like, you know, directly, like straight. So yeah. And I have to still rethink some stuff compared to the concept. Maybe like, you know, maybe add some other things, or maybe not. But yeah, first, and I have to say, I'm really happy that I've closed off this whole thing so quickly. You know what I mean? I thought that the sketching is going to take me much longer. I'm still like a bit shooketh because I still have no idea how exactly this supposed to look like. You know, so in general concept, I actually don't know still if I want to add something else or not. But it does look really good. It does look like it's like, you know, actual like photo shoot, right? There's like, you know, those you know, fire stuff, right? Those sticks, sparking sticks, like earth paint. Maybe I could move the earth like slightly here, but I feel like as it is right now, it's actually giving off like a really cool vibe. Although I think like maybe earth could be one of those that could be like overhanging. You know what I mean? But let's keep it like that. Let's just keep it like that. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, folks, thank you all for coming out and coming up here and hanging out with me a little bit. And as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.